If you go to a white event, they all in there having fun, talking, mingling stuff. Ain't nobody worried about no beef, no none of that. Ain't nobody none of that. You know what I'm saying? They talking to you, bro, you go to this. But you get in the black party, everybody.
What up, what up, what up? We back. It's Freewenow.
Till it is backwards.
Yes, Sirski. And now we free. Listen, man, listen. Today was a great day, right? Like, it's amazing when you put your focus and your intention, you find what you've been seeking.
Find it.
You feel me? Like, what they say, seek and you will find. Knock and it'll be opened, right? So, whatever you see around you is probably what you're focusing on.
Yep.
If I told you right now, look around and tell me what was purple. Cool. Then I ask you, hey, what did you see that was white? You'd be like, I didn't see anything that was white because you weren't focusing on it.
Right.
You feel me? So whatever you focus on, that's what you're going to find. You feel me? What you got for the people, Keith?
Hold on, I gotta open up.
What you got? You know what I'm saying? This man is
this
man is AI of the quotes.
Yeah.
You feel me? This man is a machine. You feel me? He'll come with the quotes. And I'll be like, did you write that? Like, who is that?
Credit. To live authentically is to honor your inner truth, even when the world pressures you not to. You have to remain true to yourself so that the world understands it's okay to be different and it's okay to be an individual. When you conform to everybody else, you just become one of the many.
Facts.
That remind me of that Nipsey. That remind me of that Nipsey quote. He was like, do you want to be, you know what I'm saying, at war with yourself and at peace with the world? Or do you want to be at peace with yourself and at war with the world? You
Gotta
feel
choose.
me? You gotta choose. You feel me? All right, so look, this is called Realest Foot Forward.
Realest
where we
Foot
just
Forward.
ask questions that Keith doesn't know that I don't know what questions he has. He doesn't know the questions I have. And we got our guy, Jamon Woodley.
Yeah.
You feel me? We had a great session with him earlier. So we was like, you know what? You got a, you know what I'm saying, perspective that we haven't had in a while. We're going to bring you on for this one as well. Yeah. Right? So we're just going to ask each other random questions, right? And give you a rawest true answer with no prep. All right? So what you got?
All right, first question. What is a norm in the black community that you hate?
Okay, I got one. Because unfortunately, but fortunately, because you go from everything. Unfortunately, I've had 6 deaths in my family in the past 8 months. Right? In the past 8 months, I've lost 6 people that were close to me. That was my frat brother and roommate, right? Lost him, who actually brought me into the frat, right? Lost him. Lost some close cousins. Lost a patriarch of the family that was a great uncle, right? Lost another friend, right? A couple people that were my age. So this is the thing that I do not like about the black community. Whenever there's grief, whenever there's turmoil, whenever there's a time to comfort people, we eat food, right? And we eat food that is killing us, right? Whenever we now are associating, how do I cope with pain? With a bad diet. How do I cope with struggle? Bad habits. I need to drink. I need to go smoke. I need to give you 1,000 cakes. You feel me? I need to give y'all pies. Yeah. You feel me? Like, or you, and that's on the negative end. If you get married, I need to give you gifts. I need to give you this big elaborate wedding. When it's like, honestly, just give me money. Or give me strategies to better my situation, right? Don't keep feeding into this negative loop that we have for us, like, oh, we have a great elaborate wedding, and then a year later, y'all divorce. You feel me? Don't give me, a person that had a heart attack, died from a heart attack, right? And then you go give me pies and fried chicken and diabetes. You feel me? Like, that's a thing that I don't like, and I'm like, why are we doing that? Like, I don't know other cultures that just sit around and we just kind of like grieve and we just eat food. You know what I'm saying? And it puts us in this food coma, right? And honestly, bro, the itis, I was watching this, TikTok, right? I was watching this TikTok and it was like, really? If you're getting the itis, if you're getting sleepy after your food, you're not eating good food.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
Food is supposed to energize you.
Energize you.
Yep.
You feel me? So like, why am I eating food that makes me want to be in a
Mhm.
coma and I'm sleepy? And
Yep.
like, that's not good food.
Yep.
Not at
You
all.
feel me? So that would be mine.
Yeah.
That's what I'm standing on that. Go viral, controversy, whatever. I'm standing on that.
What you got for the people, Jamal?
For me, I would say one thing that Black people do, it's normal that I hate or can't stand is GoFundMe's.
Ooh.
You know, people not being prepared.
Mm.
You know, people don't plan to fail. People just fail to plan.
Ooh.
Right?
People don't plan to fail. They just fail to plan.
Yeah. And so
12 P's.
yeah, right.
Poor performance.
Somebody was online.
You feel me? 12 P's. That's universal. Yeah.
That'll be for me. That'll be because think of it this way. You know, when it comes to the Black man getting killed, right? Let's say by police, right? What if the majority of Black men had life insurance?
Mm.
Think they'd really be killing us?
'Cause they
Financially, losing money, it's economically, right?
Mm.
So I find it that not only that, but when it comes to, you know, people not planning for, you know, deaths and things of that nature, like that's the one thing that we know is gonna happen. Everybody's gonna die one day.
Mm.
And for you not to plan, prepare for that.
We don't
It's
even
like-
want to talk about it. It's like, oh, don't talk about it.
Yeah. And it's inevitable, you know, but other communities do, you know. Jews, Asians, they plan for it. Like the Jewish community, 48 hours, they burying you. That's it. 48 hours. They don't wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks, none of that. Like, how can
Really?
yeah, 48
I
hours.
know
man.
that.
Still trying to scrape together
Yeah,
offers.
exactly. So they
Wow.
plan ahead. In the event that something happens between 48 hours, no problem. Mom, dad's buried. We got it. Right? And in our community, we don't do that because we don't plan ahead, especially for circumstances like that. I don't like that.
On this one, I gotta answer my own question too. I gotta answer my
Get
own.
it off. Get it off. What you don't like, bro?
All right,
Ski.
so I don't like how we perpetuate not trusting each other. I think the same feeling we get when the cop gets behind us is the same feeling when we walk by another Black man on the street at night.
Talk
That
about
is the
it.
same exact feeling we get. When we
Talk
get in the
about
club
it.
and you looking around, it's Black people mugging each
Sizing
other,
up.
looking each other up. You feel almost as unprotected in that certain situation as if you were in a room full of white people. But the same thing we do is we get on white people for making us feel uncomfortable, but in our own communities, we don't feel that comfort. Why are we so intimidated by each other that we can't trust each other? Why do I come around certain Black people or people come around certain Black people and it's immediately like, he ain't from where I'm at, so we can't be cool. I don't get along with him, so we can't be cool. So the first thing in my mind is like, let me get in a stance or a position to protect myself for somebody who's just being them. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, if you go to a white event, they all in there having fun, talking, mingling, stuff. Ain't nobody worried about no beef, no
Shotgun
none of
and
that.
beers.
Ain't nobody none of that. You know what I'm saying? They talking to you, bro, you go to this. But you get in the Black party, everybody, they
Sizing
clicked
you
up. They clicked up, they looking at each other. Yeah, he ain't from where I'm at. Nah, bro. I'm not, you know somebody I don't like, so I'm beefing with you. So I hate that we've perpetuated the standard of not trusting each other so much that we're just as uncomfortable around our own people as we are around white people.
I agree. Wow,
That's deep.
That's deep, bro.
That's deep.
It's so
Man,
true, too.
hey, that's why that's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why I love doing this. That's why I love coming out here. You feel me? Okay, all right. My question is, what qualities do you believe define a high value man? And how have you worked to embody those qualities? And I'm asking because I feel like those qualities have kind of been stripped from us. We haven't had a say in what we believe a high value man is. A lot of times we are being told what a high value man is from social media or from women, right? So when you see somebody else, you're like, all right, bro, got it.
Yeah.
Or he doing what he's supposed to. I need to get my stuff together. Like, what do you believe or what do you feel are those qualities that you like, man, that's a high value man?
Good question. When a certain individual walks to a room, you can usually tell that man or individual owns the room when he walks in.
Aura.
Energy, right? I think that is a huge part of what having a high identity, but also having that same energy to reflect on others. Like, I'm that dude. And so I try to project that in myself. You know, when I walk into a room, people look at me, size me up, so to speak, like you mentioned earlier, how we size people up in the clubs like that. When you size me up, they see an image like, Okay, I see you. You know.
Yeah.
So I think that for me is more so like having that energy to own the room when you walk in the room.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say two of the big things, right? One, discipline. Discipline, and I'm talking about on a daily basis, to do what other people refuse to do, what other people don't accept. So when all your friends are going out and partying, you're like, hey, I can't do this. I got something else to do it. Because if you consistently be a follower, that's all you'll ever do in your life. You'll follow everybody else's tracks and then get to the end of that road and be like, what have I done with my whole life? So discipline is the true value of a high value man, because they have to have discipline in their craft. They have to have discipline in their relationships, whether it's with their significant other, whether it's with their friends, whether it's with their family. They have to have discipline in building themselves up, their education. It's like everything that you do requires discipline to be elite or better at it.
Yeah.
You can't just get good at something with no discipline,
Yeah.
because distraction in this world there's a multitude of distraction that will take you off the path, right? And then another thing is having vision. Like wanting something more, not being content in where you're at.
Yeah.
When you get to a point where you start sipping your own juice and you think you as good as you think you are, you're stagnant.
Yeah.
You start getting lazy. You start getting sloppy. You allow certain things to come in and you think you're so good that you don't really take it for the true threat that it could be, right?
Yeah.
Just how certain boxers are, they say if they fight somebody on a less standard than them, a lot of times they get lazy. They don't work out as much. They don't do it. They're so cocky in the situation, and then they get caught with one and it wakes them up.
Yeah.
But you don't want to get to a situation where it takes you getting caught with a struggle or something that is detrimental to who you are to wake up.
Yeah.
So you have to have vision and understand that where you are going does not mean when you get somewhere, that's where you stop.
I like that.
No,
like
for
that.
sure. No, that's deep.
Like that.
That's deep.
That's
So
deep.
we got aura and discipline. You know what I mean? And vision. So aura, discipline, and vision. No, I rock with those. I think I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna say this. All right. If you were creating a great person, what is one bad thing that you would make them go through to make them great?
Bullying.
Bullying.
Go online.
You feel me? I want you to get bullied. I want you to get bullied. I want to see how you respond.
Yeah.
Are you gonna fight back? Are you gonna be like, oh, I'm not gonna go for my dreams anymore? Like, I want to see, like, I saw this one and it was actually some white dudes, yo. It was like they were like, bring back bullying.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Because hard times make great men.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Good times make soft men. You feel me? So like, you gotta go through something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody like, you know, in our community, you know, especially myself, like in the house or like your homies, whatever, everybody gonna crack on you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call you whatever, big head this, blah, 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 to where sometimes your nickname is your greatest embarrassment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make you own your greatest embarrassment. So when you go out in the world, there's nothing somebody can say to you that'll make you not become who you're supposed to be.
Gotta be quick with it.
I'm gonna call you left foot, right? And maybe you know what I'm saying, you got 2 left feet, you can't dance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now I'm calling you left foot, but now when you go out in public, you gonna own that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you black and you can't dance? What?
But don't make no sense.
But like that's left foot though.
yeah.
He's still gonna get on the floor. He's still gonna do his thing. He's still gonna get on the mic and have fun. That's left foot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to get bullied. I want you to go through some things. I want you to be in a position where you feel like I have to overcome something. I gotta overcome struggle. I gotta overcome, you know, the hard times of life, because I feel like if you go through anything now in life, they be like, oh, why are you attacking me? Why am I going through this?
Victim.
Yeah.
They have a victim mentality.
Yeah.
They have a woe is me mindset. If something bad has happened to me, then it must not be meant to be. If you look in the Bible, I got a Quran too. I'm looking at both. If you look through the Quran, if you look through the Bible, if you study anybody in life in general, if they became great, whether male or female, they went through something. Every great person has a story. You feel me? So if you don't go through anything, how can you become something? You feel me? Even Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying, got sold for 30 pieces of silver. You know what I'm saying? And had to go through everything he went through on the cross.
And that's
You feel me?
Yeah.
So like that, and you know, I believe in Jesus. So that was the greatest man that ever walked the earth. And he went through that. So why you think you cocky enough or arrogant enough to not go through something?
yeah.
that's arrogant and cocky and selfish to think that you're not gonna go through something.
Yeah.
Right? That's part of life.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I want you to get bullied.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to get bullied and smacked around. I want to see how you respond.
Yeah. I like that. I actually second that.
Yeah.
You know, I second that. Because
Yeah.
adversities, makes diamonds, right?
Mm-hmm.
For sure do.
It sure does, right?
For sure do. Oh, you hate
Yeah,
over there. You hate.
yeah.
That's why we both sit on this couch.
Yeah. I actually really like that answer. Yeah, but
Nah, that's cold. That's
Yeah,
cold.
But
What was in his bag? Nah, honestly, what is one thing that I would make him go through? Shoot. Honestly, I didn't even think to answer this question myself. I'm trying to think what is loss. So you said adversity, right? I want them to lose something that they really thought meant the world to them.
Ooh, that's a good
Right?
one.
Because
one.
as we talked on a previous podcast, sometimes we pursue something so much we believe we deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
We put our all into it, and when they don't get it, they break down.
Yeah.
They have no backup plan.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes losing something that means the most to you to understand that that is not the stopping point, that you have to keep going.
Mhm.
That there's another option in the way, right? And I'm a strong believer in God, Jesus Christ, and I don't believe anything that you lose in your life was not meant to be taken away.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it may not feel good. God didn't say that I'm going to teach you in a lesson that's going to feel great. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you the best feeling in the world. You have to learn lessons to become who he wants you to be.
Mm-hmm.
And if you can't take that loss, then you will never attain your purpose.
Mm-hmm.
So I think losing something that really means something to us, because all of us have lost something that we cared a lot about.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when we lost it, it was like the world crumbled.
Yep.
But we're still here.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? We're still doing something more. And that taught us that we have to live life in a sense of not comfortability, but live life in a sense of going after something. Not getting complacent in who we are. Not allowing mistakes or problems to come and break us.
Yeah.
It just made us stronger. It told us, oh, dang, I'm a little bit more resilient than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
I could go through a little bit more than I thought.
Yeah,
I'm a little bit stronger. You start looking at yourself
yeah.
like, dang.
Yeah.
And when time passes, that doesn't mean the loss is less, but your view of it changes.
Yeah.
Right.
You see the lessons in it, and you just attribute that and make it a part of your life.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
It seems like you're in a relationship, right? And you're in love. So I guess I would add just having your heart broken.
Mm.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
That teaches you a lot, especially as men.
Mm.
You know? You think you're doing the right thing, and then all of a sudden, it just goes left, right?
Mhm.
And so losing, love of your life, or the girl that you thought was love of your life, or significant other, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
I think that is also a huge way of
Nah.
getting better at, adversity.
Mhm.
Mhm.
It opens up your eyes too.
100%.
You start seeing all the red flags that you ain't seen
Yep.
before.
Immediately.
The moment it's like you get that clarity after you get your heart broken, you're like, I let this slide.
Yeah.
I let this go. I didn't realize that. It's like, dang, what was I
right,
doing? Was I
right,
walking
right.
blindly through
Right.
this?
Nah, for sure.
That really opens you up.
For
Yep.
sure. And then I'll add another one because I experienced this. Even getting your heart broken by your homies.
Your friends, because you think they would
friends.
never do you wrong.
A
Yeah.
girl, okay, cool. It hurts.
Yeah.
Your homies
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I done felt that one
Mm.
within the past couple years. And I was
Damn.
like, I just got over that.
Damn.
And that joint happened like, happened like 2020,
Yeah.
it's 2024, and I'm just like, come on, Haas, you can't let this.
Yeah.
You can't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just now getting over that.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay, so last question, right? Is do you think rap and hip hop is good for our community?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
No, because when I say no, I mean like the rap that's talking about killing, smashing this chick, dumbing to the side, having your homies to run her too,
Yeah.
murder music in a sense,
Yeah.
right? Not good for the community. Like we're literally rapping about killing each other.
Yeah.
Right.
It's crazy,
Right.
But at the same time, rap also could be used for those who are spitting about positive stuff, like J. Cole, K. Dot.
Co-world, no
you know?
blanket.
Yeah,
no
yeah,
blanket.
yeah, that's it,
Hey,
yeah.
the GOAT.
Yeah.
Telling stories,
Yeah.
things of that nature. So it can
Yeah.
kind of go both ways, But majority of people that see rap today are looking at the bad sides. The stuff that's hidden is the murder. Let me smash your chick. Let me shake this ass and
Right.
you clap it for you and all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right.
And so the image for other communities looking, it's like, damn, like this what y'all do? That's how you get down. That's how you treat your women.
Yeah.
You know, like your women
Right.
showing all that for real. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's not a really good look,
Right.
right? But at the same time, the ones who are conscious rappers, conscious educated, but entertainers,
Yeah.
those are the ones that's kind of like still holding the fort a little bit. Like,
Nah, for sure.
you know what I mean?
Some
So
Talib
yes and no.
Kweli, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah.
No, for sure.
That's
I
right.
completely agree with what
Yeah,
you said,
yeah.
right? I love rap because of the expression and the creativity, right? It's a form of art, right? You get a picture painted of some people's realities.
Mhm.
It really gives you an insight on how to understand an individual and what they go through and how they've still overcome and made it, right?
Yeah.
But a lot of times I don't like how rap is preaching, or even the one that is glorified is preaching detriment to our people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It is, like you said, it's about having multiple women, and
Yeah.
it's about killing people and
Yeah.
selling drugs
Yeah.
and doing this, and I jug this and I scam that. It's
Yep.
like,
Right.
Yep.
do people don't understand how they really separated in their lives.
Mhm.
When you're around your kids, when people have kids, they're not playing that rap music
At
in the
all.
car.
At
They
all.
they hear their daughter listen to Sexy Red and they're spazzing. They hear their son listening to NBA Youngboy and they're losing
Yep,
it,
yep.
right? But it's the same music you're blasting in the car.
Yeah.
Or you go into a fight, what you turning on?
Yep,
Rap.
yep.
You go into the club, what you turning on? Rap.
Yep.
When you at home cleaning and betterment your life, what you got on? Some R&B.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When you waking up in the morning, you feeling good on Sunday, what you playing? Gospel music.
Mhm.
So it really changes your emotion and it changes the state you're in. So people have to understand that I think you can listen to those forms of music, but you have to understand what you're consuming, because
Yeah.
we said what you consume also becomes a part of who you are. So you have to understand the differences in the environments those are meant to be played in, but you have to understand that message should not dictate how you live your life.
Yeah.
A lot of people grow up and that is the things that they hear. They hear these rap songs about killing people there or doing all this crazy stuff, and they take it as true value. Like, that's what I want to do.
Mhm.
Oh, that's cool because that's what's being
Mhm.
glorified. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand that they can make a business in financial literacy.
Yeah.
They don't understand that people who own garbage companies make millions of dollars.
Millions.
People who literally throw away trash. You know why? Because trash is never going to go away.
Mhm.
We are consumers, so obviously we have to have trash.
Yep.
They don't understand that you can make a YouTube for a kid who does a review on toys
Toys.
and makes more money than a lot of
Yeah,
people.
Yeah.
But they see rap because it's glorified. It's thrown on the big
Mhm.
picture.
More
It's the
money than
grand
athletes.
thing. And they feel like, yeah, that's what I got to do.
Yep.
And the only way that I perpetuate that standard is to kill somebody.
Mhm.
It's to do the scamming. It's to live that life and engulf myself in that so that I understand how it is to present it.
Yeah.
We got to do a better job.
I agree.
Yeah, no, I agree with
agree.
you, man. I think y'all brought up some great points. I agree. I think number one, art in itself, I feel like rap and hip hop is a form of art. I feel like art is an imitation of life.
Mm-hmm.
So like you ask a kid that may has experienced traumatic violence in their lives and they don't speak a lot.
Yeah.
What do? You ask them to draw a picture. And whatever they draw, it lets you insight into what they're experiencing
Mhm.
and what they see.
Mhm.
Right? So like that's just a small example of art imitating life. And when people can express themselves, a lot of times they use art as a way to express themselves. So I think music has always been a way for Black people and just people in general to express their pain,
Yeah.
express their struggle, right? Like we're picking cotton. A lot of times we had chants, we had hymns,
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, to express ourselves in a way that be like, okay, we need something to get us through that.
Yeah.
And that was the music, that was the hymns, that was the chants, that was the poetry, that was the literature that we put in rhyme schemes to make us feel better,
Yeah.
right? But, you know, at the same time, being Black is not monolithic, right? Like there's like you can't box us in.
Right.
Mhm.
Right.
You
right.
feel me? So I think rap has now become this, you know, almost trash can for us to kind of dump our pain into, but now people are believing that's reality.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So we have to now, I think, discover a solution, right, to be able to understand that, like, hey, this is just an imitation of what they're going through, but don't duplicate that.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like,
yeah, yeah.
don't go in the world and actually do what they were saying that they're doing.
Yeah.
I'm just telling you that this is what happens.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I think it can be good and bad when we don't understand that. Honestly, you ain't gotta be a dope boy to have money. What they say on ATL, T.I. was like,
dope boy to have
you ain't gotta
money.
be a dope boy to have money.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? This would cleaning the flows get you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? This would being a financial advisor get you.
Yeah,
Having your
yeah,
own company get
yeah.
you. This would being officers in the Navy, starting a podcast and having your own business get you.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I think it's also our duty in due diligence to express to our people that, like you said earlier, bro, there's options.
Mm-hmm.
We can have options.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do that.
Yep.
You don't have to throw your life away and be on Instagram Live and get shot up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
is it good or bad? I think it's both,
Mm-hmm.
depending on how the person that's receiving it.
Yep.
People also got to understand sometimes people weaponize your gifts against the people that you're trying to get free.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like you said, rap was our way of getting rid of our trauma. And now media and everybody's promoting it to a way to bring other people into that same trauma.
No,
You know
absolutely.
what I'm saying? You have to understand a lot of times, and it takes even the person that's presenting that gift to understand the type of impact that they have.
Right.
So I'll give y'all, I was talking to my captain. It's a white dude, right? And it was going through a debrief of my stuff. He's like, you're doing a great job around here and everything like that. And I was kind of living my life. I kind of got lost in the sauce. And he looked at me. He was like, you don't understand. This is a white dude.
Yeah.
He was like, you don't understand the impact that you have on a lot of these black sailors and stuff around here.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Some people would take that and be like, what you mean these black sailors? But I was like, dang, that's important. Because when they see me do stuff, they feel like that's the way to get to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in a position of authority and I'm in a position of power or a position that other people want to reach. So what I do becomes something that they imitate.
Yeah.
So a lot of times rappers, you know what I'm saying, you got to hold yourself accountable. You got to understand that certain things that you're putting out here are the things that are influence other individuals to do the same thing.
Facts.
And I get that that's some people's way of life and that's how you make money. And some people feel like they don't have a way out and people are coercing them to do that.
Yeah.
But you have to understand the true impact that you have in life.
Yeah.
And never discount that who's watching you and who's trying to be just like you.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure.
agree.
Man, that's deep. That's deep. That's heavy,
I
man.
agree.
This was another great pod.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
come on.
yeah,
We was
yeah,
talking-
yeah.
We
We
was
was
talking on here.
talking, you
Yeah.
know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I enjoy this. I love this. Like I said, do what you would do even if nobody was watching.
Yep.
Do what you would do even if the camera wasn't on. Do what you would do even if you're not making a bunch of money immediately, right? Do what charges you up. Do what you feel like your purpose is, connected to your gift, and I guarantee you'll achieve freedom. That'd be financially, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically,
That's it.
right? What you got for the people?
Hey, man, I ain't got nothing else, bro.
Yeah.
We said it all up
Yeah.
here. We left it
Nah,
all on
for
the
sure.
table.
Yeah.
We did. You got anything, Jamal?
Nah, man, this is a great podcast, man. I appreciate you
Yeah.
guys inviting me
Hey,
over.
man, I appreciate you coming on
This is
here.
dope, man.
Blessing us
Yeah.
with your presence, man.
Nah, for sure. And it's Freewenow.
Till it is backwards.
Now we free. Yes, sir, Skate.